What's up, everybody? It's your guy, Tyler, joined by the main minister himself, Taylor Brown. We got some good stuff for you tonight. And Taylor, look at the glimmer in Taylor's eyes. He is excited to be here, excited to talk about toys. There's the smile we've all been waiting for.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want you to turn the thing on.
Look at that. You got full control.
Not saying anything.
What do you mean?
Not saying anything until you turn the intro on.
Oh my God. You really want me to play the intro? Okay. I'll play the intro for you because I like you, but I would never cut you off like I cut Jess off. Woohoo! Yippee!
I'm going on my left.
We got some good friends here in the chat. Gary Sandberg back. What's up, Gary? How's it going, man, on this late night pop-up stream? Jesse Say What in the chat. What's up, Jesse? How's it going, bro? Kevin Sason is here. Kevin, one of the most talented, artistic people I know. Taylor, we are going to be talking a lot about toys. Specifically about toys that we want made. There's a lot of toys out there. What's up, Marcelo? How's it going, bro?
And we might be lonely tonight. Oh, we finally got the notification. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to be lonely tonight.
You know, YouTube notifications never seem to work right.
Yeah, James, sorry. Jess is too tired from his previous stream with Tyler, which Jess already said, so I wouldn't count on it.
Jess is actually pretty tired. That is exactly what he said. Actually, it's like, I'm too tired. But he wanted to be here, so we got a list for him. And we're going to share Jess's list later on in the show.
Oh, did he really give you one?
Yeah, about all the figures that he wants made. So we'll share his list later down. But what we're talking about today, if you're catching the show live or if you're catching the show after it's posted on YouTube, we are talking about the figures that we want made. And here's the only rules. It's got to be something that's not made. Could be a line of figures or could be one specific figure. Also, we want to know from you guys what figures you want made. What are the most figures you want made? The collector, Taylor Brown's playing the air keys. He's a very artistic, jazzy person. I know, man. 2 times in one day. Crazy, right? Farhan in the chat. What's up, Farhan? My man. Farhan here says Ty and Tay. Could be the name of the next stream. I like it.
I don't think so.
Ty and Tay, 10 a.m. Friday here. Peace and love from Malaysia. Tyler, you really on fire, boss. You saw me before you slept and when you wake up. Dude, I'm everywhere. This is like got to be a nightmare for somebody. Duck Collector. Whoa. Don't be spoiling my list, bro.
I definitely would like that because I have a bunch of James Bond comics here that I read recently. I love the Dynamite James Bond books.
Yeah, dude, those Dynamite books are. You know, I was gonna say Dynamite, but that was too far for even me.
I was like, well, you have no idea. You never even read them, so I was gonna call you on it no matter what you said.
I can tell you what, I have read the Die Hard books though. Maybe we need a Die Hard action figure line. Now that would be the line.
I'm sure there's been one.
Well, that's the thing. So some of what we're talking about and some of the picks on our list. It doesn't mean that there have never been figures of them. It just might mean there's not been good ones of them, at least for some of mine. So we're just hanging out. Share your list below. Duck Collector shared a good one. Taylor, why don't you kick this off? We're going to do your top 5. Why don't you kick us off with your number 5?
Well, I'll answer Farhan's question first. He asked me if Diggle's run on James Bond is better or Ellis. As much as I love the Warren Ellis stuff, Andy Diggle is a bit better. I think it's a little more focused on the spycraft and realism of what can actually happen today. And we interviewed Andy Diggle earlier this year, and we got to learn a lot about the research he put in to writing those books. And so I hope he comes back to do a 3rd volume because it was really good. But I haven't read a James Bond comic that's been bad yet. There's some that are better than others, but none of them have been terrible. They're much more consistent than the movies, that's for sure.
True that. And you got another question here. Hey, Taylor, what are your thoughts on the Deadpool Classic Omnibus? Do you have this one?
I don't really have any thoughts on it. You probably can speak to it more.
I have it. I've read it. It's okay. It's not the best Deadpool material, but it is really cost effective if you can find it at Ollie's. So if you're looking for some decent Deadpool material that is very affordable, that's a good one.
The only run I really have is Dugan and Poussin's run. That's all I really have in my collection.
Yeah. James throwing out some good stuff here. Omar and Melanie aren't here, but they want some Al figures. Can't confirm they absolutely want some Al figures for sure. Man, Duck Collector coming with a hot list. I like it, dude. All right, hit us with your number 5, Taylor. What did you want?
I actually didn't think about Indiana Jones like Duck Collector, so that probably should be on my list. But I made my list already, and I'm sticking to it. So I can't.
You got to stick to it. But I agree. I wish I put Indiana Jones on my list. Reaper in the chat. What's up, Reaper? How's it going, bro?
I would say my number 5 is born out of a conversation that Jess and I had yesterday, because we were talking about a certain Lego set that we both want. Actually, one that he's bought because he's a Lego VIP, and he was able to get it early. I'm hoping to get it. I don't even get Lego sets, and I really want this one. It's Seinfeld. I would love some Seinfeld action figures.
Dude, that would be sick.
And have a cool diorama for it. That'd be awesome.
That would be incredible. I totally agree. Man, I didn't even think about that, but that would be...
That Seinfeld Lego set that's coming out looks really cool. It's like Jerry's apartment, and it has all the characters. It has Newman. Yeah. It's going to be really cool. I think it's having a whole line of Seinfeld figures. That has to happen at some point, how popular Seinfeld is.
I mean, you would think, right? Given the popularity level, you would think. That's a good one, dude. All right, my number 5 is from an anime/manga or manga.
Ew.
Yeah, I know you're already hating it. It's Bleach. There have not been a really highly articulated Bleach line. I would love for SH Figure Arts, who makes awesome Dragon Ball figures and awesome other anime, to tackle Bleach. Great design, really cool figures. They could be amazing. Bleach would be my number 5 pick.
I want to go back to Indiana Jones. One thing I'm really surprised about is that Marvel hasn't done an Indiana Jones comic yet.
Because they have the rights to Indiana Jones? I guess they do, because they bought
Lucasfilm. So I would think so. Yeah. But I know Dan Slott was saying in an interview maybe like a year ago that whenever he was wrapping up his Spider-Man run, he kept asking, what do you want to do? He said, Indiana Jones, Fantastic Four. And that was back when the Fantastic Four was gone. Like, we're not doing those books. And he kept saying it. Like, why wouldn't you do an Indiana Jones comic? That would be awesome.
That honestly could be incredible, dude. I never thought about that, but that could be seriously incredible.
I mean, it's so easy. Just do a bunch of different cases and digs and different things he goes after. That'd be really easy to do.
That'd be so good, dude. Absolutely.
And you don't have to worry about Harrison Ford getting injured on set because he's 80 years old.
Kevin says he wants to figure the moment when the spider appeared in my face.
That would be a really good. Jeez. That would be a really good one. I definitely would want that. We had the sound with it.
Oh my god!
I know.
How does?
Did you ever show your wife that?
How does everyone have this? No, I didn't show her that.
Hayden made a video, and he sent it to me and Jess. And the caption of the video is, "When you drop your new action figure." Do you feel shame over that scream?
That was a manly scream. I stand by the scream, dude. If you had a spider in your face, you'd be screaming the same way.
Maybe it'll be the new Wilhelm scream in movies. You know what the Wilhelm scream is?
No, I don't.
You know that like patented scream, like ah? They use it like in every movie. It's called the Wilhelm scream.
Sean L saying, I would love a proper Mega Man X series. That would be amazing. They had two really cool Mega Man figures. They had a Zero, an X, and then a X in the white armor. But they came out like 6 years ago, and they were really expensive and not enough. This would be amazing. Because think of all the bosses with Mega Man. There's so many Mega Man characters. They could be really cool and really easy to produce. That would be great.
I'm surprised they don't have more of that. I guess it's not that popular anymore. I guess it used to be popular back in the 90s, but...
Gabriel wants to know about Long Halloween before we get into our 4th pick. You watched Long Halloween Part 1.
Yeah, and you never even read it before, so...
I know.
You have to read that.
It's pretty high up on my list of Batman books to read. What'd you think of the movie?
I don't think it's as good as the example I'm going to give, but I kind of view it similar to The Dark Knight Returns, where they released them in 2 parts, and I waited to watch that movie until they released the combined Blu-ray. And so I would recommend waiting to watch this movie until they release the inevitable combined Blu-ray of part 1 and 2, because it's kind of like a half-finished movie. And I enjoyed what I watched, but it's not going to be as satisfying as watching them both together at the same time.
I'm going to read it first, and then I'm going to watch them both together. That's kind of my plan.
But the annoying thing is with The Dark Knight Returns is that they still have it on HBO Max as 2 separate movies. And that's one I would recommend buying the Blu-ray for. Of them combined, they actually make it a seamless transition. And it's so much.
Really?
It's a 2.5-hour movie instead of an hour and 20-minute chunks.
There you go.
And it's really good. So I would say The Long Halloween will benefit from that treatment as well.
I dig it, dude. I dig it. All right, so we got some good stuff here. Jack Sparrow holding a jar of dirt would be great. Animaniacs, such a good choice, James. This is a legit great choice. Those would be awesome figures.
Well, who has the rights to Nickelodeon figures? Do you know?
I honestly don't know.
Some of the Nickelodeon TMNT figures are. I mean, some of the TMNT figures are made by Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
So do you know who makes those?
There's different brands make different TMNT figures. So there's like some high-end like Reveltech and
NECA.
Figure Arts has made them. But then there's also like your brick and mortar stuff like NECA is the big TMNT cartoon people. So that would be awesome, dude. I think there is. Oh man, that's such a good one. I wish I could put this on my list, but I'm sticking to my list. But that is a really good one. Just the idea of some of those early '90s cartoon shows, so good, right? And they're making a highly articulated Darkwing Duck. I don't know if you can see it, but I got a highly articulated Inspector Gadget figure right there, and it's one of my favorite figures of all time. I just took a picture with that and Slimer from Ghostbusters. So, all right. Speaking of turtles, my number 4 pick is Ninja Turtles, but the comic book characters of Ninja Turtles.
Haven't they made some of that before?
I would love a few, but not many. I want to see a full line of all the characters from the comics. Jess and I have been reading through the comics. They're amazing. Highly recommend them. And there's so many unique characters to the comics or returning characters that have updated, modernized designs. It would be incredible, dude. It would be literally incredible.
I really wish I had those NECA movie figures.
Oh, they're amazing, dude. I tried to find them for you. Honestly, I was going to hold them for you, but I never found them in store. Not
They're
one
so
time. I had to
expensive,
buy them
too.
online.
I mean,
yeah, they are pretty pricey. They're incredible.
$50 for 2 figures, right?
Yeah, and a bunch of part swaps, stuff like that. Kevin here, giving a huge spoiler for one of my final picks. Hang on, hold that thought.
But here's the thing. Do you think they'll ever do a similar NECA set of the Turtles, but from Secret of the Ooze?
Yeah. They have.
Maybe I'll pick those up then.
They have the Super Shredder from Secret of the Ooze, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if they did.
I definitely don't want it from the 3rd movie, though.
Yeah, Turtles in Time. Dude,
that was not a good one.
Don't be a hater. Come on.
Arguably, Secret of the Ooze isn't that great either, but
Secret of the Ooze is my favorite, actually.
I think the first one's still my favorite.
The first one is definitely more mature.
It was, yeah, I think it had struck the perfect balance of silly and serious. I think the second one went a little too overboard with silly.
Yeah, they had a lot of mandates from the top of the producers and creators where they said, hey, you can't be so violent. So you notice in the second film, they actually replace all their weapons with like goofy stuff. Yeah. Like at the very opening scene, they're like a shopping. Yeah, there's Michelangelo in a shopping center uses sausages instead of nunchucks. And it's all pretty goofy.
The first one's genuinely a good movie, I think.
Totally agree. I rewatched it recently.
I equate the second one with the Power Rangers movie. Like,
yeah,
objectively, it's not that good. But you had that nostalgia for it. Well, I think the first one's actually objectively pretty good.
I agree totally. Totally agree with that. I recently rewatched it in person, and it was great. Paramount owns Nickelodeon, and this is great for Moxley Pete. He wants a classic comic Iron Man hot toy. How have they not done this? I guess Hot Toys is trying to do their own thing.
I have my classic Iron Man right here.
That's a great figure, dude.
And the funny thing about that is that I always see it at Target. It's always a peg warmer at Target, but I think it's a great figure. I don't understand.
I've never seen it at Target.
I've seen
it. Peg warmer.
Targets around me have them all the time, which is crazy.
Billy's here. Okay, good. We can start the show, guys. Billy Nice is here. Billy Nice up in the chat, getting ready. Oxmeat, feeling the Indiana Jones figures. That would be sick, dude.
For Indiana Jones, we need Short Round. You need Sala. You need Sean Connery, his dad. You need Marcus. You need some of the bad guys as well. I think it'd be a lot of cool stuff there.
Oh, you could have.
You have to have the boulder. The boulder has to be there.
The boulder could be the Build-A-Figure, right? You get different pieces of the boulder. You put it
together.
Together.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a perfect sphere, though. It would be like a bunch of different random parts put together.
Like if you only got part of it, you'd have like part of a boulder. Okay, what's your number 4 pick, dude? Hit us with number 4.
My number 4 pick is the Goon. And so I just finished my Goon readathon, which I greatly enjoyed. And there used to be Goon figures, which Jess has, which isn't surprising. But they're really gone, out of print. Can't really get them unless they're really expensive on eBay. But we interviewed Eric Powell last month, and he's saying they're hoping to do new figures soon.
I tell you who I wish would do them is the company who originally did them, which is Mezco.
Yeah.
If Mezco did some Goon figures, they could do 1 or 2 that would be just like outstanding. They announced today a Dick Tracy figure. Like, what? That's awesome. I'm so in for that.
No one really cares about Dick Tracy anymore, though.
This old guy does. This old guy loves Dick Tracy.
Did you like the old Warren Beatty Al Pacino movie?
So good, dude.
Where Al Pacino's face is like
so good.
Comes out this far.
So
but I feel like the Goon would just be really, really cool. I'm really hoping they'll finally release the animated movie, and that would really motivate them to make figures.
That would be
having
awesome.
the Goon, having Frankie, having the Slackjaws, having a bunch of the other characters would be really cool.
That would be awesome, dude. I'm so with it. I am so with it, dude. The Goon would be great. I love seeing people in the chat here. Here we go. Dick Tracy is his jam. Let's go.
I'm not saying Dick Tracy's bad or anything. I just never hear anybody ever talking about him. I just think it's
it's
kind of like the Phantom of the Shadow. Like no one really talks about.
I was shocked when they announced it today, but extremely excited about it. That would be awesome. Well, my number 3 pick. This is a tough one. I mean, part of it is, some lines that we want, but this is something that I've been advocating for about a year now, and I'm just going to keep hoping, and I actually think this could happen. And that is deluxe issued versions of Marvel Legends Spider-Man. So you had like the War Machine, and you had Black Widow, where they're like a $30 price point. They come with tons of accessories. I would love to see some deluxe, like either the black costume or the regular suit, which is tons of hands, tons of accessories, head swaps with like big eyes, squinty eyes, webs. I just think that would be amazing. That would be so cool. And Spider-Man, I still contend, is Marvel's best and biggest and most popular character, even after the movies. That should be one that's just evergreen. Like they should just keep that in print. That version of Spider-Man.
You really can't find a good Spider-Man figure right now. Like
not for a reason. Peter Parker. Yeah, not for a reason.
All I have right now, which I like, is a Venom. Well, not Venom, but a black suit Spider-Man that Jeff sent me. But I really want a classic Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it has to happen at some point. I was going to put it on my list, but I assumed you'd put it on your list as well. I just really want a classic red Spider-Man.
You know me well. Yep, that's one, and I honestly think that could happen. I really do think that could happen.
I feel like Marvel Legends has pretty much done everything almost.
Yeah, I mean, when you're making Vault Guardsman and X-Man and Darkstar, like you're really turning over the barrel to get whatever's left inside.
I don't have any Marvel on my list because I feel like Marvel Legends has done the best of doing like everything.
Yeah,
but most of what I would want from Marvel Legends is just putting these things back into print that aren't really in stock anymore, like that. Yeah. They've already done it, so I can't say they haven't. But I really want them to maybe reissue some things or do something similar to that retro wave that they did with Spider-Man that came out. Was that last year? It came out?
Yeah, that was last year.
I'm getting the retro Kingpin in tomorrow.
Oh, it's such a good figure, dude. You're gonna love that figure. It's
getting that Darth Maul in tomorrow.
You getting your Darth Maul both on one day?
Yeah, Amazon. I'm getting Darth Maul from Amazon. And I have to go pick up the Kingpin at Best Buy because I had it for pickup.
They do need to make a new movie. Is DC doing an animated Injustice movie? Are they?
Yeah, they are. They just announced it.
Wow, I didn't hear that. That's going to be fantastic. There's a lot of great material there.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. How many people play the Injustice game who've never watched a
It's an
DC
amazing
movie
game.
or have ever read a comic? So it's really a really good idea.
Totally agree. Totally agree with that, man. Those would be, I didn't put this on my list, but an Injustice line of figures would be really cool. There's
They
some
don't
good
have-
characters
they
there.
have-
They've had a few.
I was gonna say they definitely have some.
Yeah, they've had a
Whenever I go to-
few.
Whenever I go to visit Jess, he's going to give me his Injustice hardcovers
Now-
because he's got the 2 Omnis in.
Now, hold on.
I'm
Is
excited to
Jess
read
going to
that.
let you in his basement?
I can't touch anything apparently besides his pinball machine. I've told Jess I'm his most trustworthy friend. Not you, not Omar.
What?
You would definitely try to play with toys.
Yeah, toys are meant to be played with.
Not in
Yeah.
Jess's basement unless you're him.
You love Injustice. That's awesome, dude. That's great. I mean, yeah. That's awesome.
And so my number 3, you did your number 3 already, right?
I did my, was that 3? Yeah, that was 3. Yep.
My number 3 is Authority figures. That's one of my favorite superhero teams. I want Midnighter, I want Apollo, I want Jenny Sparks, the Doctor. I want all of those characters. Jack Hawksmoor. I just think that'd be a really, really interesting line. I just don't think that McFarlane will ever do it, but it'd be really, really cool.
That's kind of frustrating because when Mattel had the license to DC, they did a line of Watchmen figures, and they were actually pretty cool. I know that not everyone likes the style of the Mattel figures, but I thought they were good. I enjoyed them, and like, how many Watchmen figures do we have, right? There's not that many. So
Did they do movie figures when the movie came out?
I can't remember if it was around the time the film came out, but they were like from what I remember, they were the comic book version. It's been so long, I just honestly don't remember. But I agree. I don't think they will do Authority, but it would be really cool. That would be really cool.
I'm just bummed that they didn't continue with that reboot that Warren Ellis started. I think a big part of it was probably because of the controversy surrounding him.
I
But
really would love a Jenny Sparks figure. That would be so awesome.
my favorite Authority material is the Wildstorm reboot that Warren Ellis did with John Davis
Okay.
a couple years ago.
I've only read the omnibus. I haven't read that stuff.
It's legit. It's even better than the omnibus. I like it even better, and I like that it's a consistent artist all the way through. It's John Davis Hunt, who's fantastic. It's kind of a reimagining of those same characters that he created.
High praise.
And they were going to do a Wildcat series, and then that got canceled, and then the whole Warren Ellis thing happened. It was just like, great. Now this line's dead because I really love those characters.
My man Max in the chat. What's up, Max? What's slapping, brother?
Locksmith Pete, that's a really good one. That would definitely be in my top 10.
Black Hammer figures.
Yeah, I'm just about to, after the show, I'm going to go down and start Volume 3 of The World of Black Hammer. I love these library editions. You definitely got to pick these up, dude.
Man, those do look good. Is that the same size as the Goon?
They're the same size as any library or absolute edition.
Man, that is tempting to get them because I have the Goon hardcovers. I'd be tempted. I'd be real tempted.
That's why, getting like Harrow County, Lady Killer, the library editions of Hellboy, those all look really good.
I was this close one day last month getting all the library editions of Hellboy.
If you see a set of library editions, you should get them at a good price. Because they're getting harder and harder.
So there are Batman versus TMNT GameStop exclusive figures. I have a few of them, not all of them. I think I have two packs. I like them quite a bit. They were on sale when I picked them up, though. So I don't know if I'd pay full price. They were $40 cover price. I don't think I'd pay $40 for them. But I did really like them.
Oh, by the way, did you see the McFarlane reveal of the Reverse Flash?
No.
It looks so good.
Does it?
So good. It looks fantastic. I can't wait to have him going up against my regular Flash. See if you can find a picture of it. I told Jess, he's like, I'm definitely buying that. Well, that's not really, it doesn't really take very much.
Oh, yeah, that looks awesome.
Screen share that.
Yeah, that looks great. Well, if I screen share, it'll end the music. So I'm going to.
I'll screen share it.
Yeah, you screen share it. Yeah,
I can find it.
You screen share it. It looks really good, dude.
I think it looks different enough than the regular Flash, that's not going to be like I'm buying the same figure again.
Totally agree. The face sculpt looks amazing. The gritted teeth. My friend Joaquin is here in the chat. Woke up in the middle of the night. Thanks for joining us. He and I are working out of time to get on stream together and do a live stream, and that'd be a lot of fun. I would love to do that. So hopefully we can work that out. Okay, so we're down to
screen sharing my screen to show you the reverse.
Yeah. Here we go.
Looks so good. You see it?
Yeah, it looks amazing, dude.
That's gonna look really cool going up against the regular Flash that I have, running at each other. That'll be fantastic.
That looks awesome, dude. That looks amazing. Here we go. Get some music going.
But yeah, Joaquin, if that's how you say it, he's going to be on Batter Days in the Batcave on August 7th. So looking forward to that.
Okay, so I got to get him on my channel before August 7th. That's exactly what's got to happen. Because once he goes there, it's big time then. He'll never come back to my little channel.
Right.
This is a good question. What would be a good first image book to read? Oh,
hey guys, what are we doing?
Our friend Joseph Craven here in the chat.
What's up?
Finally, someone interesting's here.
Is this
Wow.
Or are we about to hop on World of Warcraft? Is this the group chat for World of Warcraft? Is that why we're here?
Yeah, this is it. Did you ready to raid? We're about to get it.
I've been in this whole time. I've just been sitting around waiting.
Hey,
this is the Johnny Cool chat, I thought.
Never once in my life have I tried to support anything related to the monstrosity known as Johnny Cool.
Wow, how dare you? How flippin' dare you?
It's a personal rule of mine. It's a personal rule.
Freaking believable. Okay, while you're here, give us, and because you're now an action figure aficionado, Taylor. I don't know if you know, but Joseph has gone full in on the Star Wars Black Series.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
the awesome's one word for it.
I just got the Mando and Child in yesterday. I'm getting the Darth Maul in tomorrow. So there's some great figures in that line.
You guys both got the Mando and Child the same day because I sent you both the link when it went up, and I was real mad.
I had to get it.
I was real mad about it.
And Tyler would say it had to be done.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is one action figure line that you would love for them to make that either doesn't exist or wasn't good when it came out?
It needs to be brought back.
Except for Indiana Jones, because someone already said that, and it was an awesome idea. So.
Okay. Well, that was going to be pretty much... No, I have an obvious, an easy answer. Yeah. And if you could tell me who this is supposed to be.
Is that Bruce Wayne from Batman Forever?
It's not. Is that
George Clooney on the red carpet?
It does have a very George Clooney on the red carpet
I love the
type
cummerbund.
of vibe. It's a sweet cummerbund, and he did have tails. You could tell there was a tuxedo tails that came with this guy.
It's like, you ever see the Coneheads movies? Instead of a butt crack, they have like the knobs in the back. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna let you know that the reason I broke this guy out of the random storage bin that he was hiding in was partly because of your sweet late night put you to sleep jazz music you've got going on here, Tyler.
It is.
This is good. This is real good. This is like you turn this on, you light some candles, and try to convince your wife that she doesn't hate you. So turn on this music. This is it. No, I pulled this out because Taylor, this is something that Taylor, we talk all the time. We're close personal friends, right? I think that's safe to say.
I talk to you more than I talk to my wife, probably. I would think. I can't really quantify it, but if I could, it probably would be true.
Exactly. Yeah, this is definitely not the first time we've ever encountered each other at all. So,
is that the guy from the wedding cakes? Like he stands on top of the wedding cake.
I feel like that's like an insult to wedding cake guys.
And I love this. It's like I took melatonin music.
Oh, come on, everybody. I'm the one who picked this music, so shut up.
It's good. I like it.
Now I feel bad.
I love jazz, and I like it. If you listen, there's some rain in the background, so it's nice.
Oh, that's good. I love. I'm a saxophone player. Do you know that?
Actually, he is a real saxophone player.
Well, I know so much about you, so of course I know that.
Of course you do.
Of course
We've been friends for years.
I know
You've
you.
been Saxon
I know
for a
you
while.
play for both teams too. So.
Yeah, we've been exactly.
You've been Saxon for
Exactly.
a while, dude.
Mhm.
I've been listening.
Exactly. Saxophone, a woodwind, and trumpet, a brass instrument. That's what you mean by both.
Okay,
things,
who
exactly.
is this figure?
Well, I pulled it up because you nonchalantly mentioned him just a few minutes before I was going to invade the stream, and I was going to invade it sooner. But as soon as I sat down to get ready, my dog puked all over the floor.
Dogs are great.
So it's been a good evening. It's been a good evening. But you actually mentioned him just offhandedly, and it's the Shadow.
Whoa, Sean L. coming in hot, brother.
Wow.
Sean got it. This is an Alec Baldwin. Didn't he play the Shadow in the movie?
Yeah, he
this
did.
this is Alec Baldwin. So not unlike the transforming Bruce Wayne, this is an Alec Baldwin with a head that retracts into his body. Because this is the 90s
It's
for
like
you.
Dana
And-
Carvey and Master of Disguise. And he sticks his head in the show.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so bad. Why
And
does it exist?
You'd slip a shadow on top of him.
Who is
So-
buying that for their kids for their birthday? Like, Mom, I want the Shadow figures. And then some mom buys it for their kid for their
Same
3-year-old
people who bought the
birthday.
Billy Zane Phantom figures.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true.
It was apparently Ann Craven was doing that one.
Your mom
'Cause
bought
here he
that
is.
for you. Actually, it turns out.
I don't know where the suit is. I'll
So
find
where's
it
the-
someday. But
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta find the suit, man.
I have
That's
to.
amazing,
And he came
dude.
with like 2 pistols. So yeah.
Tyler,
that
you
was it.
should borrow that figure and do a photo shoot of Alec Baldwin yelling at his daughter over the phone, calling her a little piggy. You should do that. That'd
That'd
be
be
a great
it.
photo shoot.
That'd be absolutely it. So yeah, I think that my most wished for figures are more Alec Baldwins.
Yeah, more. I think
You know-
everyone can agree that'd be great.
You know, I saw Alec Baldwin in person one time. He's one of
was
the.
he yelling?
He was not. It was at JFK Airport in New York. And I was flying somewhere, obviously, and I guess he was flying somewhere with his family. And I looked up and I was like, man, that looks like Alec Baldwin. And then he like looked up, and they were trying to obviously avoid people and like get in like an elevator somewhere. And he like looked up at me and kind of had that Alec Baldwin look to him. And I was just like, oh my God, that is Alec Baldwin. And we kind of just looked at each other, and I was like,
But we
And
need
he was like-
we need a Baldwin wave. We need Stephen Baldwin. We need Billy Baldwin.
we do. We need the
We need
whole
all
thing.
the
Baldwin
Baldwin.
wave. That's exactly right.
I would buy it. I would
I'd buy it in
absolutely
a
buy
heartbeat.
it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So yeah, I was like, is this the night I invade one of the random
felt
live
right.
streams?
It
And
felt
then
right.
the moment that you were talking about Dick Tracy, and Taylor was like, yeah, I mean, who cares about like, the Phantom or the Shadow? And I was like, I just found my Alec Baldwin Shadow tonight. It's a
What are
sign.
the odds? What are the odds?
It's providential. I have to do it. So,
I haven't
yeah.
heard anybody mention those characters in a very long time.
And
Ever.
Since those movies came out, probably.
Ever.
speak of the devil Alec Baldwin, and he shall appear.
Reaper had 2 Billy Zane
No way.
Phantom figures. It's pretty awesome, actually. Billy Zane's a national treasure.
Just watched the Billy Zane classic Tombstone the other night.
Billy Zane's in that?
Never seen it.
Yeah.
He's in
Yeah.
Tombstone? I don't remember.
Yeah,
him in that.
let me pull up the cast real quick to try to remember what his character's
Are
name
you
was.
sure you're thinking of Billy Zane and not Billy Nyes?
Billy Zane played Mr. Fabian. Oh, he was like the fancy actor guy.
Oh, okay. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that movie in a while, so I just think of Val Kilmer and Kurt Russell. That's all I really think about.
Exactly. Well, you know who's low key in that movie that you don't really realize until he like opens his mouth
Sam Elliott
is no, trust me, you notice Sam Elliott the moment he appears.
with his mustache.
That mustache comes on screen 5 seconds before
Isn't
Sam
Bill
Elliott
Paxton?
does.
Yeah, Bill Paxton's in that too, isn't he?
Yeah, he plays Wyatt Earp's younger
But why
brother.
don't we just get a Tombstone action
That's what I'm
figure
saying.
then?
Let's get to.
If it's
I'm-
an R-rated movie, Tyler hasn't seen it, so
That's
he wouldn't
true.
know
That's
anything
true.
about this.
Sounds too scary. Or
If there's any blood in it, it's not going to happen.
I bet there was. Yeah. Oh my. So this is an Etsy listing. It looks like. But I'm just gonna go ahead and I gotta screen share this guy with you. I think I have that power, and by I think I have that power, I know I do because
You definitely have it.
I'm the one who foots the bill for this expensive StreamYard budget that we have
That's
here
true. That's
at
actually
Super
true.
Squad D. So let me just pull up that.
Yeah, pull it on up. I'm trying. I just lost the window.
I'm just lost the window. So
Ooh.
let me just pull up that.
Ooh.
I'm trying. I just lost the window. So
Ooh. Ooh, Stanley. That's a really good point. You're not even going to highlight that, huh?
Nope. Nope.
So this was an Etsy listing of someone making a custom Doc Holliday.
Oh, there it is. Look
Does
at
he?
that.
Does he have the tuberculosis sweats?
He does. You can't tell, but Doc Holliday right up here in his face is just drenched in sweat. That's
Just
like
totally dripping.
Is there a honeysuckle accessory? Huckleberry.
No.
I mean Huckleberry.
Huckleberry. What's going on with the gun in his hand?
That stick.
I think it's just a stick. I think this. I'm pretty sure this Doc Holliday figure.
I did hear that the gunfight was a little exaggerated in the movie. In real life, they just had sticks and went pew 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 pew. I'm pretty sure that's what actually happened in real life. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure.
Pretty amazing.
No, I think you're right. Sean, I'm pretty sure they actually did make at some point. I remember seeing a Snake Plissken figure somewhere.
Ooh, I would love a new Snake Plissken, maybe a NECA or a Mezco.
Well, and didn't Sean as well, earlier in the evening, mentioned Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
In the same box that I found Alec Baldwin in, I found some remnants. No, I don't know where. I didn't find my snake yet. I found the remnants of the Metal Gear
around there
Yeah, exactly. The Metal Gear Solid 2 figures that I had. The remnants being, I think, if I remember correctly, just going off of my memory and the 5 seconds I was digging in a bin right before invading your fun times tonight, everybody's fun times, they all Metal Gear Solid 2 figures all came with parts of Metal Gear Ray. Or I think that was the Metal Gear in that game. And so you put them in. So I found the random parts of Metal Gear Ray. So I'm pretty sure that was it. I'm pretty sure they made some.
It could happen.
They need to bring those back. I would like a live action Metal Gear movie with Alec Baldwin as Big Boss.
That would be. That's really the best you could possibly get. I would say
it's the best.
That's the best that could possibly happen.
World.
Well, next on my list is a choice that I think Joseph would buy. I don't know if anybody else would.
Okay.
But it's this is number 2 on my list. So we're coming on down here. Number 2 is a highly articulated, because I did do a few of these figures, but a really highly articulated, well-designed World of Warcraft series, with all the Warcraft characters.
The movie characters.
The movie characters. Did you see the movie?
Of course not.
Me either. Did anyone see it? Did anyone see the movie? Honestly, I want to know.
Duncan Jones' mother saw it, and his dad saw it, who is, actually.
Did they know?
His dad is, what's his name, who passed away a couple years ago? The famous singer. What was his name? Come on.
Here he is right here.
Is that on Amazon right now?
Yeah. You're going to buy that, aren't you?
This is the Duratan. Now, first of all, Tyler, who is the character of Duratan?
Duratan is Thrall's father.
Look at you. I knew I taught you something.
Thrall's father.
I've never been more bored on a stream in my entire life.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I'm bringing in all the good stuff.
Manga. Yeah. It's manga. You know it's manga. Don't be pretentious.
Anime.
Yeah, but that was from the movie.
Anime.
Yeah.
Tyler and I went to a high school with a girl named Anime.
Yes. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it in one.
Yeah. There you go. Out here, let me give you 2 things real quick, gentlemen, before I decide to bail, before all of your viewers completely leave due to my
before you go poop on the carpet.
Yeah, before I go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I notice I just said that the dog puked on the carpet. I didn't say I cleaned it up. I mean, it's still there. I'm gonna figure out what to do.
So gross, dude.
Yeah. Check this dude out.
It's Lost in Warcraft. Oh, wow.
Found him.
What is that from?
That's from the movie Predator. That's the Predator.
That's it. Yeah, that's him. Here he is.
Is that the movie where the turd comes to life and comes out of the toilet as a monster?
Monster. Yeah, I'm quite familiar with Monster.
Yeah. David Bowie.
There was also a great, terrible horror movie that we watched in college called Machined. Where
machined,
machined,
you got machined.
Yeah, okay. That's what. They turned it into a verb. Yeah, it wasn't a good idea. It wasn't a good movie. This is a Hydralisk from StarCraft.
Oh, yeah, dude. There you go.
It's a Hydralisk from StarCraft.
I dig it, dude. I dig that, man.
Found that guy.
Max wants to know if there have been any Hellboy figures. Yes, there have been a lot of Hellboy figures. There's been quite a few lines.
All
1,000 toys.
All very expensive.
A lot of them are. There's Mezco that was really good. And then there's a company called 1,000 Toys, which you probably have heard of or know, who made a really expensive one that I got last year. No, this year I got it. And I haven't even opened it yet. Maybe I'll open it on the next Unbox and Chill and show
That's
it off.
because you're sending it to me.
Because I'm sending it to you.
Because I've actually read Hellboy.
Have you, though?
Oh, well, at least I read.
Oh, this is interesting. Alec Baldwin was almost Ultron. This is confirmed right now.
That would have been weird.
It's confirmed. Yes, absolutely.
Confirmed.
No question confirmed.
Oh, and Hot Toys made a Hellboy. There you go. That's a good
Hot Toys makes everything, though, pretty much. They pretty much have everything.
Do you guys find yourselves not as interested in a toy line because the name of the company is Hot Toys? Because there's a part of me that's like, if I was a bigger toy collector, I would probably have some brand loyalty for something that wasn't called Hot Toys. Because then it shows up on like the credit card statement, and then it's like, ooh, what were you getting from Hot Toys? That sounds like it's an adult toy store.
That sounds adult.
I'm just a cheapskate, so I can't do Hot Toys.
Hot Toys are super expensive.
If Tyler doesn't buy them, that means I definitely won't buy them. I got 3 figures in this week, and that's a lot for me. That's like a regular Tuesday or Thursday.
They were called Cool Toys before they changed their name. There you go. There you
Tyler's gotten 57 figures in one order before.
That's true. Hey,
so Tyler
don't
and I
talk about that around here, okay?
Tyler and I went to a toy fest this past weekend.
Jenny, listen up. Listen.
I don't know if
Are you back from dinner, Jenny? Come and listen.
Stop it. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell Jenny. If somehow you snuck away to a toy fest with me without telling your wife, I would be impressed because like her mom was in town. You should have been hanging out with her.
Relax, dude. Relax.
Wait, Tyler, share what your wife said when you got home from the convention. And you came in.
So I came in from the convention, and the first thing my wife said is, she had already texted me and said, "Did you have fun?" So I texted her and said, "It was amazing. Like one of the best days of the whole year."
Are you
super fun.
You don't have to patronize me. I was there. I know you were about to throw me out of the car at some point.
I don't think you understood what I was saying. Well, watch again. I'll say what I said again. It was super fun. Really, one of the best days of the year. And so I walk in the house, and she just goes, "So you bought a lot of stuff." And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, you didn't walk in with a bag, which tells me that you left all the figures in the car because you were ashamed at how much you had bought," which actually wasn't true this time.
Yeah.
Normally, yes, but this time it actually wasn't.
You actually got good deals.
I did, and that's what I tried to explain to her.
Now, who is that?
That is actually Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2. Don't full screen him.
Cool,
he was not a cool enough character to warrant full screening. If you want to full screen me on anybody, go ahead and full screen me, producer. Full screen me on this. You gonna do it? You gonna do it? I'll do it myself. There he is. It's Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin. Look at him.
Alec Baldwin.
I mean, you could just tell right there. He looks just like him.
Yeah, that's it right there, dude.
That doesn't even have to be in focus.
Tyler, wouldn't you say that Joseph has to get the Darth Maul that we just got in now?
Oh, absolutely. He will. Have you seen this Darth Maul?
I don't know.
It's him bare chested with his tattoos.
I've got him pre-ordered. Yeah, don't worry. I've got him ordered up from.
Yeah, he came in today for me, and he's super cool looking.
Yeah,
I can't wait. Tyler, did you watch the video I sent you of posing it?
I haven't watched it yet.
You begged me to send that to you.
I know, but that
you kept bugging me. Send that to me. Send that to me.
I wanted to do it on my time, though.
That sounds about right. That's kind of like how Tyler likes to send me a lot of footage of videos that he records and goes, "Hey, edit this for me." And then I edit it for him and I send it to him. I'm like, "So what'd you think of it?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't know. I'll post it tomorrow. I'm sure it's fine."
That doesn't sound like something I would do.
Yeah, maybe Joseph and I just do a stream on this channel talking about all the things that annoy us about Tyler.
Taylor, do you want to do a YouTube channel? Do you want me to edit your videos for you? I'd love to go somewhere where I'm appreciated as a video editor. I'm just saying.
I do appreciate you.
I'll actually watch them.
You want to actually offer feedback so I understand instead of just telling me, dude, I I just slaved for 7 hours making a thumbnail. It's like every week. I'm like,
thumbnails take a long time, dude. It took a long time.
that.
Tyler's not going to do anything right now.
Yeah, pictures, words. It's a whole thing.
I have to get back to work, Tyler says. I'm like, I know you're not actually working right now. You're not working until August comes, dude.
And that's a maybe.
It's
That's
August, basically, right
And it's
now.
funny because Tyler's always telling me how hard he's working, but I'm always talking to him throughout the day. And it's like, I don't think you're actually working right now.
I can do two things at once. Wow, this is why Tyler stopped vlogging. He needed someone else to edit his videos. So what's funny is the vlog videos were the only ones that I actually edited myself normally, which is why I actually stopped making them.
Yeah. Like, I think Kevin's saying it as a joke because Kevin's a cool guy and I always like Kevin. But no, Kevin, that's actually kind of accurate.
Yeah.
It was exhausting. And Tyler was like, no, not worth it.
Yeah, he's actually nailed it in one.
I think, I don't know if Joseph knows the full extent of your action figure photography addiction as well.
Oh, he knows.
Well, maybe
he
he knows.
knows. Trust me.
Maybe
He definitely knows.
There's a reason why Tyler and I live like 15 minutes from each other. And the only time we hang out in person is when he's like, hey, I just got done shopping for toys. Do you want to hit up
true.
Well, that's
Jersey Mike's?
That's legit every day.
That's what I was about to
so.
say. To be fair, that is every day regardless.
It is every day. And I join you at Jersey Mike's every single time.
That's true. And Target sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's also hurtful because Tyler only calls when he wants to use you to pass time as he drives to Target or Walmart.
As he drives.
Yeah, that's
Never
actually
like,
true.
Hey, I'm at the house.
That's
If you
actually
want to talk to you, it's like, hey, I need to waste some time, so I'm going to talk to Taylor.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But then-
If he ever calls me, I answer the phone by going, so where are you driving now? Like, I
Yep.
just know.
Wait, Joseph, how many times have you heard him order at a drive-thru? How many times?
I mean, I'm just getting him out of here, actually, so we can just keep this going. I just removed him entirely. So
That's a good idea.
that's a good. What? That is a good
great
question.
idea.
That is a great question. I'm trying to think. Well, no, I'm just trying-
Okay, that didn't work out. This did not work out like I meant it to. All right.
See, Kevin,
Let's
this
do
is
that
why Tyler can't edit his own videos because he can't even click properly.
Well, that's not it. No.
Here's our grandpa.
Here
I've
it
heard,
is.
I've heard you order at Zaxby's at least 20 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you go, oh, this isn't as good as Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. But it's like, why do you keep going there then?
What do you
Is this
get?
right? This is
That's
right.
it. Oh, I actually like. No, that's good. So.
Was that
The
that was the wrong
countdown?
button.
This stream is so professional.
This is the
the-
wrong
I'm surprised
button.
we have any viewers left. We pretty much just descended into a personal conversation.
Right.
Yeah,
no,
that's
I think
true.
you're right. I think you're right. I'm sorry. I'll bring it back on topic now. So,
Oh my God.
what I think is,
Spider-Man. Jeez.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'll close with this. I'll let you guys get back to doing what you're actually supposed to be doing. Here's a figure I found that I had to show you just for
Let's
you,
hear
Tyler, because I knew you would appreciate it. I knew you would appreciate it, and you just had to see it because this is your guy. Are you ready for this?
I'm not sure. I feel ready.
Okay.
Let me full screen myself. Yep, I'm ready. Nope. Yep, I'm ready.
Ooh.
The actual Toon Squad leader, the good one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Here he is, a
Not
LeBron
LeBron
James
James.
figure. A LeBron James figure just for you, Tyler.
Has
Look at
anyone
him.
watched the new one yet?
I watched the first
No one has.
3 minutes.
Is it bad?
Well, they said a lot of, I mean, not bad cuss words, but some cuss words, a lot. In the first 3 minutes, I was like, oh, okay. It's going to be one of those types of movies. So I just had to go back and finish it. I will finish it because I can't not finish it. But yeah.
When he says they said a lot of cuss words, he really just means they kept saying that LeBron was the greatest.
That's
And
exactly
Tyler's
right.
like, that's profane.
Well,
That's
I had it
profane
beeped
statement.
out with Vid Angel.
Oh,
I
of
beeped
course.
that out. The stream looks like a big turn.
I knew I didn't like you.
Oh, man. Kevin's coworker said it was hot garbage. I believe it.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Thank you, Oxford Pete.
I've known. There's one guy who watched it. Or one friend of mine who watched it who said that he could enjoy it because he went in with low expectations for it. That was good. That was solid. He went in with low expectations for it, and he was mostly watching it because his kids wanted to watch it, and his kids had fun, and he said I could have fun with it because of that. which I think is also what our friend Michael Allen kind of said as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the only thing. All right, that's all I got. Here's my LeBron James figure, Tyler.
Beautiful.
Your favorite player in all of history.
There he is. Yeah, that's him right there.
LeBron James.
Thank you so much.
All right. So anyway, so when are we going live on the stream?
I'm going to tell you this.
All right, so my number 2.
Your number 2, hit it.
My number 2 of figures that I want that don't. Everyone probably forgets the topic by now. Figures that I want that don't exist yet or need to be made is Justice League Dark. Now we are kind of a huge wave of that. Now we are kind of getting that with Etrigan, but that's only one character, and that's coming out I think like in a month or two. I really want a Swamp Thing. I want a John Constantine. I want a Zatanna and a Detective Chimp.
That would be awesome.
That'd be really cool.
Thing
But the
would be
thing
amazing,
is,
dude.
I do not want Swamp Thing to be a Build-A-Figure. If that happens, I will be so angry.
Yeah, because you'll have to buy it.
It's so it'd be so annoying. Because also Build-A-Figures
This would be awesome.
they're just annoying to put together, and they just don't hold together as well. I want a really good Swamp Thing.
Yep. Joseph was a good addition to the stream. He should do that more often. Totally agree, Kevin. Yeah, that's a great choice, dude. We've talked many times about wanting a really good Swamp Thing, and none of us have them. So that would be awesome. I'm with you 100%. Now, do you have any honorable mentions before we get to number 1 and then wrap up the stream? We've been going for a little while now. Do you have any honorable mentions that you wanted but didn't quite make your list?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, I think the Spider-Man. I just really want a really cool classic Spider-Man, which has been done a lot, but I just started collecting really late last year, and there hasn't been a good Spider-Man since then.
This would be awesome.
Oh, so Oxmeat Pete is going
maybe
to
make
us
2 Oxmeat Pete. I'm just saying, maybe just make 2. Yeah, my honorable mention is these are just, I wish that they would do Build-A-Figures with diorama pieces. I think that could be really cool. And they've done those on a few different lines and a few different waves where like you get a part of the background of a diorama.
They did that recently with the 2-pack of Superman and Doomsday.
Yeah, like that. So imagine like that, but every figure has one, like imagine an X-Men wave, okay? Every figure has a part of the X-Men gate, which they've done before. Not Marvel Legends, I don't think it was. Maybe it was. And they did like an X-Men gate together. So like that, but I would love it to be bigger, really cool, because it would give people somewhere to put their figures and do something. I think that would be amazing. It would be awesome. That would be good. So that was really my only honorable mention.
So your honorable mention isn't an actual figure. It's you want a diorama of pieces with figures from now on.
Exactly.
That'd be better than a Build-A-Figure, to be honest. Because that way you wouldn't. That way, a lot of people who don't care about dioramas would be like, "Oh, well, I don't really need to have this piece, so whatever." But people like you who would want it, they'd be motivated to buy more.
I'd buy it all, buddy. I'd buy it all. Okay, now time for our number 1 pick. The Pizza Spider-Man is quite expensive, and so is Scarlet Spider. I bet you they're going to re-release Scarlet Spider again. I have a feeling. So, what is your number 1 choice? I'm gonna highlight you so you can share with people your number 1 choice. Oh gosh! Oh no, he's let the power go to his head. He's totally let the power go to his head, guys.
Is a actually well-made Superman and Wonder Woman figures from McFarlane Toys, because I am not a fan of the Superman 1000. I've almost bought it at least 10 times, but I always stop because I think, no, I actually don't like it. I don't like the face sculpt. The shield is too big. He looks wimpy. His muscles are small. And there hasn't been a good Wonder Woman figure yet. They've made a lot of them. I don't like movie figures that much. I don't really like the Mohawk Wonder Woman or the Death Metal Wonder Woman. I want a classic Wonder Woman. So I really want a good Superman and a good Wonder Woman from McFarlane. Because I'm waiting.
That's a good choice. That is a really good choice.
I mean, how often do I talk to you about wanting a Superman?
All the time, dude. You're always looking for a good Wonder Woman figure, and you just can't find one you really like.
Or Superman. Like, I really want a good Superman.
Yeah, that's true. Marvel should make Kevin Feige figures. Can't say you're wrong. He's responsible for a lot, right?
If they made a Kathleen Kennedy figure, that would be really popular.
Okay, so here's my number 1 pick. You ready? This is it. I think we need a Marvel Legends style 6-inch wave of all the comic book YouTubers with a Gem Mint Build-A-Figure. Come on. You know that'd be awesome, right?
Is that actually your choice?
That's my number one choice. A custom wave, dude.
We have to have things that are possible.
You, me, Jess, Omar, Melanie.
I think they want to move more than a couple hundred units of toys.
Dude, come on. You know that would be sick, dude.
That can't be your real choice. What's your real first choice?
My real choice.
I was going to say, there's no way it's your real choice.
My real choice is Lord of the Rings. I love the Lord of the Rings series. I think you could do some amazing stuff. I actually took a shot, I haven't posted it yet, of Gandalf. They have a Lord of the Rings, a few random figures, but none of them are highly articulated or super well made. They're all a little bit cheaper. And
who would you want to make them if you had your pick?
If I had my pick, it would be Mayfix or Figuarts, but those are pretty pricey. So in terms of like the affordable price point for most people, it'd be McFarlane. Like hands down, they're just, even though the McFarlane articulation isn't like amazing, the sculpt work would just be gorgeous. And I think that would be really cool. And you could get some interesting Build-A-Figures, like the Balrog from a wave would be a really cool, interesting Build-A-Figure. Maybe the Eye of Sauron with like a little stand. Yeah, there's tons of stuff you could do that would be really cool. That would be awesome. That would
be interesting, yeah. I would definitely like that.
Maybe number one choice.
I would have liked some Game of Thrones figures until the ending was horrible, and I didn't ever want to watch it ever again. So
never doing this.
I don't want those anymore. That probably would have been in my top 5.
That's amazing, dude. That is amazing. Well, guys, thanks a bunch for joining us. This is a fun topic, dude. You know I love toys. I love dreaming about what we could get, and I think a lot of these things could happen. Like I actually do think it could happen. If I can say this, if they can make a Dick Tracy figure and a Popeyes figure. They can make anything, dude. Like
and a
anything
shadow
is
Alec
possible.
Baldwin popping the shoulders.
That's just so bad. I love it, dude. Oxmeat Pete agreeing with you. Check out Diamond Select. They just started making little. I gotta check this out, dude. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that. Well,
Diamond Selects are pretty big figures, right?
They are. They're a little bigger than I like, but
I was gonna say I'm surprised you didn't be interested because they're pretty big. They're even bigger than McFarlane's, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Most of them are. No, they're in that range, at 7-inch range. This looks awesome, and I'm absolutely pre-ordering it, Sean. Anyway, guys, thanks a bunch for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Taylor, where can they find you? Do you want me to say it for you?
Instagram. Minister Comics.
Yeah, at Minister of Comics on Instagram. What are you doing?
Not getting
You're
cut
so
off.
Weird, dude.
Not getting cut off.
You're so weird. You can find him at Minister of Comics on Instagram. This is actually my most wanted figure that Mezco made. It's a super whale for me. Space Ghost line would be awesome. Whole line actually would be amazing, dude. I'm changing my picks. All my picks now are Space Ghost. Every one of them, I want a Space Ghost line. Forget everything else I said the last hour. Guys, thanks a bunch. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. We'll see you next time on Super Squad D, where tonight the D stands for After Dark. Sure.
Woohoo! Yippee!